Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me alone for this segment. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I am having a wonderful morning, and that's because I'm in the final week of doing my master's degree. Yay! I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy. I'm really and truly happy. Happy to be at this point and to actually, know that after this week a girl done, like, really. But anyways, so this week I basically have I'm on my final project. I had 12 projects to complete for this master degree, as well as had a section. I had an option to complete a project to get Spanish as a part of my degree. So I'll get a Spanish for business part of my degree. So I am going to finish the project that I've already started on. That would be the main part of my degree, which is, management business. So I am going to finish that. I only have one question, and I probably would have been finished, but my school, I get slack when it comes to answering these emails timely. So that was one of the issues. I don't even know if them answer me, but to a point I have understood what the question is more saying. I've gotten more of an understanding. But I'm going to finish my section. I'm going to finish the regular part of the degree today, as well as I'm going to begin and hopefully finish the Spanish part of the degree today. So not today, this week as well. And I'm going to give you guys some tips if you're interested, or some tips and some know-how if you're interested to actually start studying online for your master program. If you're tired of some of the school them, or you just don't want to limit yourself to the options that Jamaica or probably some of the Caribbean countries have when it comes to going to school, probably physically for your master's program. Online is there. Some programs are much more expensive than others. Some of them probably cost the same that you would do for programs out here. You just have to do your research, and I'm going to kind of tell you some of the things that I did to be here and to be almost be finished with my degree. Alright, so your laptop question me. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I typically am throughout doing my degree. There's not much to show you. This is just my setup. I normally this is my setup. It is 8:20. Really and truly, I will be making breakfast at this point. I am going to eat. Usually I just find a little YouTube video, or Netflix, one of the best to watch while I'm preparing breakfast. And I come back and I at least I try to stay, I try to keep myself on a schedule. I try to start working at least 10 a.m. every morning, starting to work at least by 10 a.m. every morning. And I work up until 6, and I don't do that straight. Depending on when I get hungry, I take a lunch break for probably, like, let's say an hour or anywhere between 40 minutes to probably an hour and a half, because I have things to do around the house here. Maybe eat lunch, maybe fix up and clean up, and look at things I'm doing at morning, and go so. Probably take your through the day a little bit. I'm not overdo it. I'm going to give you guys a feel of how it is if you're going to, if you're doing it full time, if you're going to study your master degree, online full time, as well as, I'm going to give you some tips if you're interested in finding a program online overall, and some of the things that you should be expecting to see if this is something for you. So I totally forgot my auntie had brought about 8 mangoes, I believe. I am going to actually have one first, and then I'm going to do what I said I had before. So apple cider vinegar, water, and a cup of oats. I'm not doing anything excessive today, so I would actually be able to start school probably like 9 a.m. today. And this is one of the best because I'm excited to be finished today. Yo, I'm sorry I had the camera turned off. Was it a piece or was? Yo, that bees robust. That flying something come back to me with a vengeance, ready to take off my ears. Yo, I can't whatever Jamaican scheme, Almost can't hear that. When you hear the knocking, and then outside of that, somebody have blast coffee. Pan the week, yo, them so ever the week I'm supposed to done. Nice I make. The week I'm supposed to done. Other week them did quiet, And today somebody decide if he gets up and blast coffee and I knock annoyingly. Watching. Dirty blast. Dirty bitch won't say I want to serve these. Come out. What a damn determined bees. Like him sitting on the in your pollinate really. It is 10:30 and I still feel like I haven't really fully started anything. This is another side effect, a disadvantage to like doing a program that is very online and self-paced. You gotta be really focused and determined. I mean, I tend to get myself, together when needed, but like, yeah, I should have been started at least a half an hour ago, half an hour and 1 minute. But I'm starting now, I have everything up.
Busy tonight. Joanna, making on the dummy tonight. Joanna, go busy body, giving me life. Oh.
Alright, so it is 12:05. I'm being completely transparent. This morning I had such ambitions of trying to get everything finished. We'll get question 3 finished by 1 o'clock at 12:06. But there's 3 parts in question 3, part 3. Wow, there's a lot of 3 going on that we need to get done. And basically just finished the first one in a sense. It don't even done. Yeah, so that is one definitely thing. Time management, there's too much distraction about the place. I had a phone call that took about half an hour of my time that I had to deal with, so that was one of the reasons why I was getting pushed back so far. Plus, as I said, this is a question that I am not 100% confident on, but I kind of feel like I am. But this makes me notice that I may have to do some adjustments to one of the questions that I answered. I may have to. But maybe aim to just get this done by the end of today. Now push it too much. I aim to get this by the end of today. Yeah. Me come back on the lunch break. Okay, so I am somewhat finished with the first section of the question 3 part 3. I hate having to say that, it's weird, but I'm a break. I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm gonna go kind of clean up what I used for this morning. You guys can see how much tabs I have open. I mean, even though I'm still just working on one question, that one question requires a lot. So I've been doing a lot of research. Even though it seems like I haven't gotten anywhere, I definitely have to do this first before I can properly answer the question that I am working on. And have a cup of soup. Yeah, I know it's not the healthiest thing to have, but it's quick and I feel like to have it. Yeah, and there's like no leftovers that I want to eat now. I think I have some fish or steamed fish in the fridge. But I think I'm gonna have that tomorrow, and it's supposed to be split between. It's supposed to be split. It's always something. Like literally, we just hear one boom, and I knew what it was, but I was hoping it was not that. I'm on my way over to the freezer, on the fridge side of the refrigerator. Don't say anything. On the fridge. Now one Malta walk bust open and mess up the whole entire fridge. Now me have to take my time. I have to take everything out of the fridge because it's liquid, it's glass, it gets everywhere. And I have to clean out the fridge. And then of course me have to fight off one dirty naga fly. Naga. Me have to fight off one dirty nasty fly. While doing all that, and of course the floor get messed up because you take out the things them and the water underneath it and drip on all them different. It's just always something. I can't just finish with the grade and peace. But tell us that them something I always am way up on the final stretch of anything, you know. I always want about distractions. Always. What time is it? 2 o'clock. But they want done this from 12 or 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 2 or 6. I'm not doing this today. There's a lot of research I have to do for each and every one of them. But even if I just have it rough finishes, that is what I want. I have to push. Even if I have to work a little bit after the 6. I just cannot bother. And this is the next disadvantage of when you happen to be home. A lot of home distractions you have to deal with. You can't bother. But anyways, I'm going to continue. Okay, so it is 4:04 now and I am finished. Well, I'm roughly finished. I've answered each question to the best of my abilities, and what I'm going to do now, well, not now. What I have to do next is to just read over everything, make sure so the grammar is on point, and then I'm going to format it, and I'm going to then put it through a paraphraser website thing if I make sure that nothing is really what do you call it? Shoot, the words not coming to me. Nothing is, for some reason copyright that come to me, and I know that's not right. Plagiarism. Not paraphrase. I'm running it through a plagiarism website to make sure that there is no form of plagiarism whatsoever throughout my project, because sometimes it happens by mistake. Usually those aren't high plagiarism, but still, I want to make sure that it's 100% my work. I don't want nothing similar to nothing else that's out there. So I run it through that, and then I would have it ready to be submitted. So it is, as I say, it was 4:44. It's 4:06 now. I'm going to just finish tidying up. I think I'm going to have a shower, rinse off, and come back and probably start that. I think I'm going to actually work on the appendices, because for this project it had to do with like supply chains to different countries, so I included maps, and I'm going to make reference to where I was speaking about the maps to where it is in the appendices. So stay tuned. I'm going to come back with some of the disadvantages with doing project, with studying online. And then tomorrow I'm going to give you guys some advantages, and I'm going to follow through. This should be a week, but I don't think I need to have it that much. But I'm going to give you guys tips every day as I go along. Hey guys, so it's the next day, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to jump into the disadvantages last night. Phone was kind of dying at that point, so I'm just going to jump into both the disadvantages and the advantages of doing school online. I'm going to give it specific to my course, and as well as not my course, to my program, as well as to what I would know other programs as well may entail. So my program, first of all, was fully self-paced. I'm going to have that set out so you can understand some of the advantages and disadvantages what I am coming from my point of view. My one was fully self-paced, so you had lecture classes that you could have gone, but sometimes they weren't always like direct to what you were learning. Some of them were just like industry insights, and yeah, it would just be valuable for you to know if that's the industry you're going into, but it was necessarily specific to the topics that were throughout your entire project. You had quizzes that you could have done to test your knowledge based off of what the lecture notes probably would have provided, and the research. They also provided links and I guess reputable sources that you could have used to gain more knowledge for that topic as well. So I'm just giving you that base to understand where I'm coming from for my online course or my online program. For other online programs, you know, you will have mandatory classes that you'll have to attend. You'll have, I guess, courses in between that you'd have to complete, and you'll also have the final project that you have to do along with that. So that's the next thing that you have to think about. But going on to probably the end of this whole vlog and this, you know, tips and guides, I think I'm going to give you guys some more. I'm going to give you guys some tips when it comes to actually choosing online program or online school that is best for you, and some of the things that may have to look out when making that decision. So jumping into the advantage and disadvantage. All right, so it's self-paced. I definitely love that you can finish whenever you are able to finish. If you can finish within 5 months, you can finish within the 5 months. You don't really have anything definitely pressuring you. You have more freedom. I was able to travel, take breaks within my 18 months. I still have a few months actually remaining. I have about 2 more months remaining of the time that I can finish my project without like asking for extension. You know, there's not much demand and pressure because there's not specific deadlines that have to be met and met like every month. And so because I had 12 topics to finish, can you imagine having to do 12 projects pressured like within I even think about it. And then depending on how your school is, you should have quick access to tutors. So these are some of the advantages. Some of the disadvantages of my online program would have been definitely the fact that it is so self-paced. If you didn't have high motivation, this was something that you could easily get distracted. Like if you're seeing earlier in the vlog where, you know, so much things came up where there was just random insects, there was community noise, there was a glass bottle being broken in the fridge. All of those things definitely is a high distraction with the home factor. So being self-motivated and focus can be a disadvantage if you're not that person natively. Secondly, the next disadvantage, the fact that I was online based, I didn't have a great extent where I could control getting access to tutors. So as you see, I was reliant on basically having to wait until them get back to me to respond. Sometimes they did it very timely, sometimes it wasn't, but that could have been a disadvantage because there's nobody you can just roll up on during a lecture hour doing a we call them something there again. A little teacher time than what I'm allotted to. That was our next disadvantage. I wish I believed. I wish I believed when you told me you needed me. Okay, so I have this to read through now. Yeah, I have this read through format and I'll be finished. I know. I have this to read through.
Now, Dad, you gotta spank that ass.
Okay, so it's the next day. It is Thursday, and I'm finished. Oh my god, I'm finally finished. So I made the extra effort and push, finally get everything done. A few hiccups came up, like when I was formatting. It kind of seemed thrown off. It was funny. It started to number each like line or stuff like that, and it kind of looked like everything was some of the things for the answers was incorrect. So I made the extra effort, although I undid it and everything looked normal. I made the extra effort to read over everything one more time, as well as I did the run it through the paraphraser as you guys would have seen, and I'm finally finished. I sent in everything last night. I'm done. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I was even a little emotional because I can't believe that all the amount of hiccups that even happened just through this year. And I'm finally at the point where I said from day one that I was going to finish, which was April. I kind of spotted that out from last year, and I actually made it come through to this Thursday, and I still have time to even completely finish everything because I'm done and not so done. I still have the Spanish part of it to finish, but the Spanish part is just to write a complaint letter to a hotel about her stay. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do today. It is even earlier than yesterday. It is 8:20. Girls, you know you better watch out. I gotta be thinking. I'm just making up shit, but like, I want it to make sense. The cuckoo. Oh, cuckoo Zion. What's up? Cuckoo Zion. What's up? Oh, cuckoo Zion. I like that. Whoa. Cuckoo Zion. What's up? Some guys, some girls are only about bad things, bad things, bad things. Okay, so I'm finished. I'm finished with the rough draft for my Spanish essay. It wasn't that bad. I'm so happy. It is, what is it? It's 10:53. I finished a little while ago, probably 2 minutes ago. I'm finished, and all I'm gonna do now is to read it over and then start translating. Wow, it actually hasn't been that bad. I was kind of hesitant to want to keep this for last because my initial goal was to have it done from in January. So once I was finished with the main part of the degree, I would have been finished with everything. But it was kind of lighthearted, and I'm kind of, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that this is how things end up turning out. Wow, I'm actually finished. So yeah, I think I'm probably stop to get something to eat. So the time is 3:30 and I'm finished. I've basically been finished probably an hour now. And it's like hitting me that like I have no more schoolwork to do after today. I have things to do, but I'm coming like I don't know what to do with myself. I have a lot of things that I can do with my time, that's for sure. But still feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. For Spanish, I'm finished with it. I translated it and everything. It seems okay. I think I'm just going to run it off with giving some tips of what you should pay attention to when you're actually searching for a school that's online. But what I would say, think about the lifestyle that you currently have. If you're somebody that has a lot of responsibility, a program like this that I'm doing, that self-paced, probably would be really good. I had 18 months to do it, and if I needed to, I could have requested an extra 6 months. Anything after that, I think you would have to start paying. Depending on the course, not the course, depending on the master that you choose to do, you'll have, I think, I haven't seen any course because I looked through a lot of them. I haven't seen any masters that is more than 12 projects. So if you're capable of doing one each month, you can be finished within a year. Or even if you don't do one a month and it kind of goes over 18 months is a good amount of time to do everything. If you're somebody that you don't have self-discipline, or you're not able to actually manage to focus without having deadlines or having like something over you that's saying that yes, this needs to be done within so and so time, you have online masters that's basically stay like busy. Like if you would go to a regular school, it's just that it's not physical. You'll need to every Tuesday to have your class. You'll have projects, presentations, and all these different things. But that is much more work. It's much more work at the end of the day. And if you have a schedule that is busy and you have to be like, all right, you're gonna have to miss some days of school because work comes first, the kids come first, whatever else you're doing comes first, it's going to be a juggle. But if that works for you, it works for you. Basically, when you're researching, Google is always your best friend. I definitely say you should look at some blog posts. I think you should definitely look into the program first, and of course, depending on the country you're in, you need to make sure that the program is accredited and accepted in your country. That's one of the first things you should do. Not the first, when after you've actually decided on a school or decided on more than one, because at this point I don't think you should limit it fully. At that point, you need to go to your accreditation institution and ensure that your program is going to be accepted, or it's already accepted. I think you're able to do credits. We would call that. You're able to get the credits of your program translated to see if it is acceptable at a master's level in your country. There's services like that I should expect for anywhere. I'm not sure. When you're researching, just basically search for the program you're looking for firstly. So if you want business, you probably type in the best business schools to do a master's at. They'll get everywhere. You get schools. Like I said, blog posts will do it good. You'll get some that are within like the US only. You'll get some that is just overall. Because I looked at school that were in the US, England, Canada, Europe. I looked at school all over, and I end up making my decision. I mean, when you start doing this research, the information will come at you because you have Google ads that will come up. You'll have things in your Instagram feed that will come up, and these will even further aid you in actually seeing the different schools out there and learn about their program. YouTube videos are there. The school's Instagram pages are there. They'll give testimonies and everything. So it's just for you to actually decide what you want to do firstly. Do the research, read, check the accreditation within your country or how it's able to get accredited the program that you're doing. Probably be best to get a program that's already accredited. No guarantees after you do the course or do the masters and to get it accredited. Also, yeah, you definitely need to decide whether you're able to manage something that is fully self-paced or something that is structured to a T. So yeah, these are the tips that I would give you when it comes to actually choosing an online, if you want to study online, an online master's program. Alright, so guys, I think that ends off this vlog, tip, content, whatever this whole thing is. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and actually learned a lot if this is something that you're interested in doing. And if you have any more questions that I may have not included, if you watch the full video, whatever I missed, just drop it in the comments and we'll sure to get to it. Cause yes, I think I know what myself. Oh my god, oh Jesus. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please watch the ad and support our channel by subscribing, liking, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.